Influencers who died trying to go viral. By Chilling Scares. If you enjoyed the reaction video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's tap in. Let's see what we got.
Changsha, China to record another one of his roof-topping challenge videos, not knowing that this one was going to be his last. Wu started his career working as a film extra and stuntman for low-budget productions, trying to break into the entertainment industry. Unfortunately, while he was good at his job, he struggled to earn a living from these jobs, forcing him to look elsewhere. So he turned to the internet and started posting daredevil roof-topping videos on.
See, shit like this, you're just gambling with your life. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, I used to think the parkour niggas, all of them that did that like roof diving and roof jumping from platform to platform, doing flips off the fucking Eiffel Tower and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to think those niggas were so cool, and now I'm 26. I got a full developed frontal lobe, and this shit is kind of like genuinely stupid. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You're a thrill seeker. You want to create content and show people that, oh, I could do crazy stunts, hire me for my movies. But gang, how are we gonna hire you if you fucking fall off the top of the fucking Eiffel Tower? How are we gonna do that? Like, if you plummet to your death from here with nothing on, like not even a fucking parachute. I could see if you had a parachute. I could see if you had a wing glide suit. Gang, you have nothing. If you fall, you're going to die. That shit is crazy. That shit has always been, well, not always been, but like looking at it now, in hindsight, this shit is just like high risk, no reward. Shit is crazy. Rest in peace to bro though.
Chinese platforms like Huashan and Weibo. Roof-topping, for those who don't know, is an extreme form of urban exploration. Participants climb on top of tall structures like skyscrapers, bridges, and cranes and record themselves doing dangerous stunts around the edges, usually without any safety equipment like a harness or a safety net. The draw of these videos lies in the constant, ever-present risk that a single slip or misstep could be fatal. But Wu needed to stand out if he wanted to make a career out of it. So he took things a step.
But it's like, how do you monetize this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you say he needed to take it a step further in order for him to make a career out of this. I can't see outside of, I don't even know if YouTube pays this, because this is like something that's dangerous, because they'll look at it as like fucking you're promoting something, even though you're not really promoting it. But by you doing this is like, oh, somebody else sees it, they get inspired, they go out and do it too. So who's monetizing this shit? Like what, Red Bull? You know what I'm saying? Because Red Bull they be behind like the extreme stunts or whatever and shit like that. But even that should be fake. That should be rigged. This shit, you're doing this out here in real life, hoping to monetize it. Who's paying for this? Nobody who wants to pay to potentially lose their client by fucking 1,000-foot fall drop. Who? I don't know.
Further, instead of just posting videos about sitting or standing close to the edges, Wu posted stunts like riding a Segway right up to the edge, hanging from the ledges, and doing pull-ups until he was close to muscle failure. This allowed him to gain an audience from the get-go, giving him the confidence to continue down this path. Over the years, he posted more than 500 videos and live streams to various platforms and managed to earn over 1 million followers on Weibo alone. These videos also earned him close to $83,000, making this his full-time career.
See, let me shut my broke ass up. Apparently, this is why niggas who, you know what I'm saying? This is why niggas who've never been in that field of making that type of money, doing the craziest shit, shouldn't say anything. I rest my case.
Doing these crazy stunts allowed him to earn a better life for himself and his loved ones. There was just one massive problem. Creating viral stunts for an online audience means the creator can never slow down. Each video has to be crazier than the last one, or the audience becomes bored and moves on, leaving them without an income. However, the crazier the stunt is, the more likely it is to turn lethal. Sadly, that's exactly what happened with Wu in November 2017. He came across a competition promising $15,000 to the video that went the most viral. Wu needed this money to pay for his mother's medical expenses and wanted to save the rest for his wedding. So, on the morning of November 8th, he climbed to the roof of the Huayuan Hua Center building to film the most jaw-dropping stunt yet. Most people aren't allowed to climb to the very top of these buildings, so Wu likely had to free climb his way from the outside as well, adding life-threatening risk to this challenge before the camera even began rolling. After reaching the roof, he set up his tripod and began recording, and started lowering himself over the edge. First the right leg, and a few seconds later the left. Bro. However, instantly something was not right. He looked like he was struggling to hang on and had to readjust his grip multiple times. He was potentially already exhausted from the free climb to the top, but he didn't really have the time to rest before someone from the building management might notice him and escort him back down. So he went ahead with the stunt anyway, proceeding to do the pull-ups he was.
So like, what did he know? Did he know that he was struggling to like lift himself up? Like, was the grip, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I used to do the Hood Olympics. If y'all unfamiliar with that is, basically you used to fucking climb on like abandoned building roofs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to do some shit like that. And was I as good as this nigga, as brave as this nigga? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I was only like what, a few feet inches off the ground. But there's certain platforms you can't fucking climb because it's hard for you to maintain that grip, whether it be your fingers, whether it be whatever you're grabbing isn't like the most sturdy object. So I wonder if that's in that moment he's like, all right, this might be tough on the grip, but if I could get like 2 or 3 seconds of it, maybe that's valid. Maybe they'll respect the clip.
Most well known for. The plan was to pull himself back up to safety after the third pull-up. He'd done the same dozens of times in the past. Unfortunately, things did not go as planned. The video showed him struggling to pull himself back over the edge after the third pull-up. He tried to use his feet, but the side of the building was too slippery to generate any traction. Wu kept trying until his grip failed, sending him plunging 45 feet onto a lower terrace below. He did not survive this fall, and since he was completely alone when trying to record this video, no one knew what happened to him right away. His girlfriend filed a missing person report when he didn't return home, but it wasn't until the next day that a window cleaner discovered his remains. Wu.
Damn, imagine being the fucking guy though. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing a fucking, potentially a body just on the terrace splatted. You know what I'm saying? You probably see a whole bunch of blood. It's probably not even fresh blood. It's probably like browning out and stuff because he was there for, I'm pretty sure, a long period of time. But just like imagine being that person. Like you start your shift and you clean them fucking windows, and then one of the first things you see, or even at the end of this shift, you see a fucking just a dead body. Ugh.
Wanted a better life for himself and his loved ones. Sadly, the risk he took for this viral stunt cost him everything. On the night of February 5th, 2021, the Urban Air Trampoline Park in Hermitage, Tennessee was filled to the brim with families and friend groups looking to enjoy the weekend night. However, on this night specifically, this would not last long. As one of the friend groups at the park was walking out into the parking lot, they saw a man running at them with a massive butcher knife in his hand. This was 20-year-old Timothy Wilkes, an upstanding and hardworking person who was just a month away from graduating as an HVAC technician. His future looked bright. However, Timothy's primary interest was in something else. He watched a lot of prank channels on YouTube and wanted to go viral with a prank of his own.
See, and then this is why you niggas gotta stop playing around. This is like if you ever watched the prime prank channels like back in the day with like the Foozy tubes and all them shit, nigga, they'll tell you firsthand, yes, the pranks were fake. They were fake. Let me say, a lot of the shit that we were doing, like going to the hood and calling niggas the N-word in the hood prank, like a lot of these pranks, they were not real, gang. If you do these shits, there are people that you don't know. You don't know the type of day that they have. You don't know the type of fucking artillery that they carry. You don't know the type of, you know what I'm saying? You don't know the type of environment that you're truly in to just be trying to scare people. Some people don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're literally patiently waiting on the day to see a killer clown run at them so I can blast his fucking face back. That's what they're waiting for. You literally gave that to them.
More specifically, he wanted to film a fake robbery prank where he records himself pretending to rob someone and then uploading their reaction to the internet. But an important thing about almost all of these prank videos that he was watching on YouTube is that they were staged. 9 times out of 10, the person being pranked already knows about the whole thing and is only acting terrified for the camera.
And low-key, I think the best way to do a prank, especially in today's time, is the person that you're pranking needs to know that they're being pranked, but the people around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let that be the prank. The prank directly itself shouldn't affect the person that you're doing it to, because that person should be in on the joke. The person who ultimately should be the one getting pranked is the fucking bystander. You're literally judging them to see how they react, see how they will respond to being in a situation where they just witnessed some fucked up shit happen. That's the person you prank. You don't prank a random person directly, because gang,
Timothy either didn't know this crucial detail or he knew but wanted to make his prank more authentic. So on the 5th of February 2021 at around 9:25 p.m. he lunged at a group of friends with a knife in his hand. The plan was to scare them and then reveal that it was a prank before things got out of hand. What Timothy didn't know was that one of the people in this group, 23-year-old David Starnes Jr., was carrying a concealed firearm.
See?
From David's perspective, Timothy was a random man charging at him and his friends with a knife. In a split-second decision, David drew his firearm and opened fire, hitting Timothy once. Unfortunately, this one shot proved lethal, resulting in Timothy passing away before any help could
This nigga's a fucking straight shooter, huh?
arrive. David stayed at the scene until the police arrived and explained everything that had happened. He was detained at the time, but the police released him later as his actions were deemed self-defense.
And it's just like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Rest in peace to bro, but at the same time, the gang, like I said, with this prank stuff, with this internet stuff, and you going out in the world and you trying to troll people and you pranking random people, you never know what people are carrying. You know what I'm saying? You never know what trained John Wick arsenal these niggas tend to have. Like you said, it only took one shot. Gang got shot one time trying to prank random people. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that he knew. I think he knew them. But you try to prank people and all it takes is that one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just enough. You just play. You willingly just playing with your life for content or a clip.
On June 26, 2017, 20-year-old YouTuber Mona Lisa Prez made a post on Twitter stating, "Me and Pedro are probably going to shoot one of the most dangerous videos ever. His idea, not mine." At first glance, this sounded like a severe exaggeration meant to drum up hype for her upcoming video, when in reality, calling it the most dangerous video ever was still an understatement for the tragedy that was about to unfold just 3 hours later. The lead up to this incident started back in November 2016 when Mona Lisa and her boyfriend Pedro decided to start a family channel together called Mona Lisa and Fam. This channel mostly consisted of vlogs of the two of them doing various challenges and going on adventures together. Normal, inoffensive family channel content. And while none of these videos went viral, they were still gaining consistent views, allowing the couple to gain thousands of subscribers by mid-20.
So technically, it's not a family channel, it's a couples channel, gang. If you have a family channel, that indicates that you have child. So I was literally about to make a comment saying, like, if you get to that stage with somebody in your content creator career where you're starting a fucking family channel, you need to stop with the crazy videos. You know what I'm saying? Like you automatically eliminate yourself from, you know what I'm saying, being in that content space. You need to focus on we took our 2-year-old daughter to Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Like you once you start a family channel, gang, that's the niche that you need to stay in, not the crazy ideas and crazy videos and all that exotic shit.
17. However, Pedro wanted to take his online career to the next level. The plan was to create a new channel called Damn It Boy, featuring daring stunts unlike anything the internet had seen before. He even had a clear vision for the direction of this content.
Everything I'm gonna be showing you guys on my channel, you guys are gonna be saying, "Damn it, boy."
But unlike his family channel
Fries.
that was growing at a steady pace, Pedro wanted this channel to have good momentum from the get-go. He wanted his first video to go mega viral. And to do that, he wanted to upload the most dangerous and death-defying stunt he could think of. So after much deliberation, this was the idea he came up with.
The point of this video is, I really just want to see if a 50 caliber bullet can go through a book. So, the ultimate test to see if this 50 caliber bullet will go through a book is, I'm just not going to just set it and just shoot it. No, I'm going to stand behind it, and Mona Lisa is going to shoot it.
No, that's fucking stupid. This nigga, I don't know. I don't think that's dumb. I hear shit like this and I genuinely start to like think like this is dumb. Gang, a 50 cal bullet, can it go through a book? And not only can it go through a book, gang, it's gonna go through you too. It's gonna go through both of y'all simultaneously like this, and you're going to fucking die. And then I feel bad for the person because he's making her pull the trigger. Like I wouldn't even want to, if I know that I'm doing something that's fucking absurdly, like just genuinely retarded. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing something absurdly stupid, I would not want help doing it. I would not want a person to be the reason why I'm fucking dead. Like what?
Mona Lisa was strongly opposed to this plan, but after nearly 2 months of back and forth, he managed to convince her that it could work. So on the 26th of June 2017, at roughly 8 p.m., Pedro did exactly what he planned. He set up the camera in the backyard of their home in Houston, Minnesota, held up the book in front of him, and told Mona Lisa to shoot. Unfortunately for Pedro, the thick encyclopedia he chose for the stunt proved completely ineffective. The high-caliber bullet went straight through the book and his body. By the time help arrived, it was already too late. Pedro passed away in front of 30 witnesses from around the neighborhood who came running after hearing the gunshot, including his 3-year-old daughter. What made this situation even more heartbreaking was the fact that Mona Lisa was also pregnant with their second child. She was taken into custody and later pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter.
See, and it's just like that, you fucked up the entire family's life for one video that didn't even get posted. Like the video, you hit record on the camera, you know what I'm saying, and you died before the shit even fucking made it to the editing process. Like what are you saying? Like I literally said, once you get to that age where you start having a family and you're making a family channel, gang, you need to put the crazy ideas, to put that shit in the back of the brain. Put that shit in the tuck somewhere. That shouldn't even be in your thought process. Your thought process needs to be fucking, how do I get my kid on Disney Channel? You know what I'm saying? How do I sign up for the fast pass at fucking Disney World so we don't gotta sit in these big ass lines? You know what I'm saying? You're a family. You need to conduct yourself as a family, not as this fucking daredevil who wants to fucking shoot an encyclopedia. And why would you choose an encyclopedia? Like, why? Like, I get it, gang. I get it. Big word. I mean, big book with big ass words, and you think that'd be enough to stop a 50 cal, but that doesn't even make sense. To me, I hear this and I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
However, the court understood her tragic situation and sentenced her to only 6 months in prison rather than the up to 15-year sentence that second-degree manslaughter usually carries.
I don't even think she should have got any time, because basically he literally said that she was going back and forth with him over the idea for months, so obviously she didn't want to do it. So to me, that's like a level of coercion, whereas like this nigga constantly begged and pleaded, like please shoot me with the book, please, this video will get fucking 1 million views, please do it. And it's just like she basically gave in, because that's her man. She gonna do whatever she want for her man to please her man. And look at it, now this nigga's dead. That's insanity.
Dmitry Nuyantin spent a decade building his reputation as a personal trainer and fitness coach in Russia. Over the years, he trained many elite athletes in person, while also posting online guides and tips under the name Dmitry Fit for his more than 40,000 followers. The most notable aspect of Dmitry's content, however, was his dedication to authenticity. He followed the same program he taught to demonstrate firsthand its effectiveness. What he never anticipated was that his readiness to put himself on the line would ultimately cost him everything. It began in September 2025 when Dmitry announced a challenge to deliberately gain at least 55 pounds or 25 kilograms and then lose it all using his own training and dietary regimen. He also put a roughly $100 reward for any viewer who could lose 10% of their body weight by the end of 2025. In a post promoting this challenge, Dmitry wrote, "Friends, my weight loss course is starting soon, where you can win cool prizes and most importantly build a beautiful body, learn how to eat, and have fun." Things were progressing smoothly. However, there was just one major hurdle standing in his way. Gaining over 50 pounds in such a short time wasn't going to be easy. So, to stay competitive in his own challenge, Dmitry put himself on a crash diet of over 10,000 calories a day. For some context, most adult men with his build need somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 calories to maintain their weight. He would post videos eating mountains of calorie-dense foods with lots of sugars and fat, and this worked just as expected. By November 18th, he weighed 230 pounds or 105 kilos and was rapidly approaching his goal. Unfortunately, the challenge came to an abrupt stop just a few days after he posted this video. Friends reported Dmitry missing training sessions, claiming that he wasn't feeling well and that he needed to see a doctor. But before he could make an appointment, Dmitry passed away from cardiac arrest in his sleep at just 30 years old. The 10,000 calorie diet overtaxed his body, eventually leading to a sudden, catastrophic collapse.
And that's why sometimes I be thinking like being a big obese person is genuinely a skill. You literally see somebody who, like this nigga right here, who spent the majority of his life in the gym, so much to the point where he had a perfect body, if you want to call it that. He had a good body, had a good physique, you know what I'm saying? He was training people, he had clients, you know what I'm saying? He was what most people strive to be in the gym. And then he basically tried to do something crazy, but it's a good concept where you want to put on an absurd amount of weight and then prove that the shit that you're preaching to people, it actually works. But he didn't get a chance to do it because his body has been in a natural, like a good shape. So when you go against that, and that's probably as fast as he did, you know what I'm saying, that shit sent his fucking heart into a shock. And it baffles me that happened to somebody like him, like a person who was fit and trying to go to fat so he could ultimately go back to fit again, when some people just naturally, they spend their whole lives just being fucking fat and eating until they get upwards of 300, 400, 500 plus pounds and nothing happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't live an optimal life. Like, they can't walk most of the time. They struggle to do basic everyday human things. But them niggas don't die from cardiac arrest. You know what I'm saying? They're still able to eat that Pizza Hut and that Papa John's and that Subway at fucking 9:30 a.m. in the morning. They're still able to do it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, being big might be a skill. I don't know.
Castilla-La Mancha is the tallest bridge in all of Spain, making it a somewhat popular destination for thrill seekers. Many daredevils have climbed to its top in the past, and 24-year-old British influencer Lewis Stevenson was attempting to do the same. Lewis was a rooftopper that made a name for himself posting breathtaking pictures of his many different climbs to his Instagram account. He arrived at the bridge on the morning of October 13, 2024 with one of his friends and began climbing. His friend went ahead and Lewis followed. It was a brutal, monotonous climb. Thankfully, things started off as expected, with the two steadily making their way up the service ladder and nearly reaching the top. But before they could reach the safe platform up top, tragedy struck. It's unclear what exactly happened.
I don't understand, like, these death kinks. Like, to me, that's what I see it as, where it's just like you wanna push the boundaries to what, like, people do so much to the point where your life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? You're willing to risk it all, and I don't understand, like, the reward behind that. Like, the other dude, he was getting paid some yens, but it's like, gang, you're not even making millions of dollars off this shit, and it's not even like a money thing to me, because like this, like, if you're doing this for the sake of money, you're already fucking lost. You know what I'm saying? You're already losing. But I'm saying, it's just like, what is the point of doing this? Like, so you can look back and say, oh, that, you see that tall ass building? I once climbed that. And it's just like, I just don't get how, like, what does that do for you? What does that do for the next person? What does that do for, you know what I'm saying, your grandkids? What does that do for you telling the story? Like, it just shows that, yeah, you're that's not even outgoing. That's just not, that's nonsensical. Like, I wouldn't even say, like, oh, you're an outgoing dude. No, nigga, outgoing is just going outside and taking a fucking hike like a normal person. No, you're climbing shit that doesn't even need to be climbed. I don't get it.
The damp weather may have made a step dangerously slippery, or Lewis might have simply missed a step and stumbled.
Like, look
In
at
either
that.
case, the outcome was the same. Lewis lost his grip and plummeted over 630 feet back to the base of the climb. His friends called the authorities immediately. Unfortunately, by the time they reached Lewis, he'd already passed away from the impact. The climb, which was meant to be a crowning achievement, instead became his final act.
Damn. Yeah. Ultimately, though, rest in peace to everybody that did lose their life in these situations. Yeah, this is a video that we're reacting to, but in a more serious manner. My whole thing is just don't do things that you know that your life is in jeopardy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do things that are safe, do things that are smart, do things that don't hurt yourself or other people. You know what I'm saying? It's other ways to make it in this internet shit. You don't always got to be the person doing the craziest things and that gets the clicks, because for the sake of what? You could lose your life for it. And then there's people that's dependent on you that lose access to you forever because you want to be climbing the fucking the Ben Franklin Bridge. I don't know. It's your boy RushMoreRick. If you enjoyed the reaction video, it's important. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe and help grow the channel. We're out of here. Peace.